Jack Bartlett is not here with us.
It's nobody's fault at all.
No, it is the confusion that we all get into. But all that being said, welcome to the Valley Variety. My name is Jacob Jones. He is Ben Yates, and special producer, at least for the time being right now, Selma Krantz from Flopstar.
Hi.
So welcome her to the show. How's it going?
Can you guys hear me?
I can. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Now I can't hear you. I have to put on the...
It's what we keep.
I only do my show. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, sorry, we put people on the spot when they enter our realm.
Very fun. Okay, wait.
We don't mean to, but it always happens.
What did they do to these? Oh my gosh. Okay, 1 second. Ah! Ah! Okay, I'm good. Hi.
How's it?
Very good. I think we can hear. This is a lot of fun. I think this is more fun than what Bartlett would be doing.
I think Bartlett's on the highway right now.
Yeah, the I-10.
Cute.
The beautiful I-10.
I do not know what went wrong with that. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's not your fault
I put it
at all.
on, like, I put mic 10 on. I don't even know where mic 10 is.
Yeah, I don't think a mic 10 even exists around here. I'm trying to look for it.
I don't think there is.
I know, because it said, like, laptop, and I was like, oh, so then I just need to turn that on. I don't know what happened.
Mic 9. I don't think there's. Is the mic next to it? Mic 10?
No, that's 4, and it goes all the way to 9.
Oh.
Well, breaking. Mic 10 does not exist. At least not in the Velocitators or.
So we're supposed to have a special guest, of course, and that special guest is with Jack Bartlett right now, and it's his own mother. His mom, Julia Bartlett, is the ultimate Cronkite mom, and she'll be joining us within moments. And Cronkite mom, really, what I'm trying to explain here, Jones, is what you know very well, is that she advertises Jack Bartlett very well.
Of course.
And it spreads all of his journalism, his big J journalism around social media more than anything else.
I'm a big fan of her work. Big fan of her work.
I would say Maria P. Ito is the next Cronkite mom online. Kenji Ito, the son of Maria P.
Yeah.
Great list of Cronkite moms, but certainly Julia Bartlett puts it over the top and undefeated. Not a flop. Not a
Yes.
flop.
Not a flop at all.
Oh, indeed.
But speaking of some flops, I do want to go into one, right?
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
I got some flops. And it starts with the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks, Jacob Jones. And I think we understand here, and Selma, do you understand what the Atlanta Hawks have done recently?
Of course I do.
Oh, you do? So you're aware of what's going on?
Oh, unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is very...
Only Hawks fans will understand, right?
And I don't think they're pleased with what their organization has done. I think the fans are very upset with the Atlanta Hawks.
See what I did there?
And do I hear a lot of running around behind me?
Oh?
That feels like the rummaging of a Jack Bartlett nearby. But
Oh my God.
I'll keep going before he decides to invade. What's funny is they posted ever since then and still have not deleted it. DeJounte Murray is in disgust. Is a man with great locks and luscious braids behind him. Oh, no, it's not. Kenji Ito's calling me. I kind of want to put this on speaker. Kenji, you're on speaker.
Don't cut.
He's right outside.
Who is it, Jack?
I don't know. I think Kenji's right outside this.
Kenji, are you outside the studio right now?
You can come in.
This is the worst show ever. Come on in. Alright, very good. Do we let him in our studio, Jones, or the Jack Bartlett box?
You could produce if you want. You could come in.
Selma, do you want to be relieved?
I don't care.
Do you want to stick around?
I can stick around. I'll be a guest panelist.
Your services are not needed. I was calling you frantic, but apparently I got the best producer we could ask for.
Oh yeah, I definitely didn't mess up your entire intro.
She's supposed to not yet. Since Jack is not here, Julia is not here. So it's a very unfortunate set of circumstances.
As the kids say on the Twitter, SNH.
Yeah. And Flopstar,
Yeah.
Flopstar.
Yeah.
I am the Flopstar. That's my name.
You don't know what Flopstar is. You live in who's entering the building?
Oh, it's Kenji.
You said you didn't have access.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You lied.
He does have access.
Do you really expect Cronkite and Blazer here to stay on top of it like that?
No, not really.
Okay, very good.
What's up, brother?
I'm glad you came in here to do nothing.
Hello.
Nothing like the clean dap of a Kenji Ito out.
I'm not gonna lie. I cracked sound waves and barriers yesterday. It was, Selma, if you don't know, Kenji is the best Cronkite dap that you will ever have.
I need to see this.
There's a couple in the building, but like he's the loudest crisp dap.
Also,
Let's put it right next to the microphone. I'll set it up the audio right here.
Let's do it.
Oh.
Well, he also won't accept if the dap isn't right. If the dap is not right,
Right. If I have like a really soft, like here, try it again, I'll be like really chumpy with it.
Oh,
no.
even
Kenji Ito, just absolute perfection.
Even
Love
every
it.
time.
You love to see it. Not a flop.
Not a
No flop. No flop.
Good
job. Alright,
I'm still a little upset about the last flop of last week's flop episode where she said, in quote, "Go Rangers." I'm still trying to get. Still trying to get over that.
That was a rough.
But I hope you really enjoyed Game 4 where we lost like
I did.
111 to 7 or something like that.
Yeah, I know. That's what radicalized me. I couldn't go back.
I understand.
I did want to play the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh yeah.
Let me just put it up here next to the microphone. Alright.
Only Hawks fans know where the real action is.
Oh, God.
Only Hawks fans know what they really want to see.
Stop!
Only Hawks fans know just where to get it.
The visual is so much worse.
Oh, the mascot.
Yes.
Oh, did they make it sexy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And the bed sheets are moving. This is an NBA affiliated ad.
That's an NBA franchise.
I don't know why they did that. That's so unfortunate.
The biggest flop I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we can all agree that the Atlanta Hawks should not win the NBA Cup.
Shame. Shame on the Atlanta
Hawks.
Hawks.
They're like mediocre at best anyway.
Oh, facts. Yeah. I mean, they're going to Mexico City to play another mediocre team in the Orlando Magic this week.
Oh wow.
I think
This was 1998. I'm losing my mind.
It's in the Eastern Conference right now, so they.
who else is here now?
Oh,
there we go. Our guest appearance is our producers.
Oh, I'ma leave.
Very good.
Thank you guys for
Thanks
having me
so
for
much
like
for your time.
9 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for showing up on time.
And tune into next week's flop stars.
Yes. Thank you. All right. I'm a peace out.
All right.
Have a great day, you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
A privilege to have Flopstar on our show as producers exchange conversation and move each other out of the way to get by. The mics have not been muted. This is a producing travesty that we have here on our hands. Jack is still setting up his camera. He has no idea he's even mic'd up right now, I'm assuming.
What's up, Jack?
He can't hear us. He doesn't know that he's on the mic right now. I don't think he knows that he's live.
Jack, don't cuss.
Yeah, as long as he just doesn't say anything, we'll be good. He's just a total shambles right now.
Oh wait, there he goes.
You're live.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Doing well.
Very good.
It took a while, but we're here.
I cannot wait for the graphics in this episode to read the flop box and transition to the Bartlett box.
The flop box. I like that. I like that.
You're telling me. You are telling me.
I'm going to put Jones in the ringer on this one.
Yeah.
We were talking about the Atlanta Hawks, Jack. We just ran the ad that they put out for the in-season tournament.
I haven't watched that, but
You have not watched it?
well, no, because I was at Perry when it was sent to the group chat,
Okay,
and I was
so-
like, that's definitely not an appropriate place to watch that ad, and then
Do we have
I
to
was
play
driving.
Let's have Bartlett mute himself for a little while, and then you can watch the ad, and then we can introduce our special guest.
Yeah,
Has come all this way.
Jack, find the ad while we
Maybe we even adjust the seating arrangement here.
Oh, yeah.
or
We can all
maybe-
scoot over a little bit.
Let's see. Is this how the best way we could do this? I believe.
I believe so.
I believe so. Bartlett, we're going to be on mics 9 with your brother here, and 4 and 5 is already live for us. Yes. You know what? I might just go up and check it.
Okay. I made the mistake of not turning the camera face towards me so I could see.
It looks good.
Look like. Look good?
Yeah.
A little bit more this way. There we go. A bit more.
Okay. That's good.
Very good.
I like it.
There we go.
Whoa, while we have time, let's introduce our very special guest, the Cronkite Mom. We'd like to welcome Julia Bartlett to the Valley Variety.
I'm excited to be here. We can hear you, by the way. We were listening as well.
Awesome.
I heard that I'm like the, and then Kenji Ito's mom is right.
Oh yeah. Maria Pito is just right below, but I believe as Cronkite moms go, no one is retweeting as much as you, and I think that goes to show how much dedication you put into being a Cronkite mom.
It really is.
Yeah, you were up on deck last night, and they didn't have you speak at all. You were here, part of the show, but now we are making you the feature of the show because I think you deserve that for what you've done for giving us a producer, of course. I just want to ask you a few questions before we go back to the NBA. How is he come to be? What is his journey that we don't know?
Did your parents have the conversation with you?
I want like, after that.
How much mom do you need me to be here?
After that specific area, what's the journey that he's been on? Like, how has he turned into this guy?
Yeah. You know, so
the
Jack
race
actually
is
knew,
moving.
and this may be similar, but Jack actually knew what he wanted to do when he was 6 years old.
Oh.
When he was 6 years old, not even kidding about that.
Really?
He was 6. And he would, like, we would watch, he loves baseball, which is why he does up on deck. That is my least favorite sport. Don't tell anybody.
Boo.
I have only learned to love baseball because Jack loves baseball, and I knew that was important to, they always, as a parent, and this, I'll just give you advice, anybody advice who's listening. When you become a parent, there's one piece of advice I was given, which is never miss an opportunity to, like, enjoy something that your kids enjoy, even if you don't like it, because you'll learn a lot about them. So that's what I did with baseball. But we would watch baseball in particular, and he would literally call the games, which was very irritating. But he would literally call the games as we would watch it, like on TV, or if we were in person at the game, he would like watch it. So since he was 6, he's what he wants to do. So I don't know him. He was born this way, I guess. I think Gaga, right? He was born this way.
Oh, there you go.
He just, this is how he's always been. He's just loved this kind of stuff. So.
Do we have someone coming in, Jack?
It looks like Jeffrey and Kenji Ito.
Kenji was just here.
It's funny, my mom owns a...
Oh, I wonder if Jeffrey, please say it like this. I think this is a secret. I'm so sorry.
Hey, you want to come here for more Julia Bartlett?
Oh, of course. Mrs. Bartlett.
You didn't hear Jack probably, but Kenji and I did the audio of like crisp dap up between me and Kenji.
While I was gone.
A great pop sound effect.
That's just the Kenji Ito specialty, though.
Right.
If there were to be like a definition of S tier, it would be Kenji Ito dab ups.
Oh yeah. I was telling Selma Krantz, who was in your seat just moments ago,
right,
that there was a Cronkite list of people who did best dab-ups. We know the number one guy, and we know the number one Cronkite mom. Like, we know a couple of number ones in the midst of Cronkite tier list.
Yeah, I agree.
And they're sitting in the studio right now.
In my opinion, it would be like the 2013 Peyton Manning season, like unanimously, uncontested, the best season for a quarterback in NFL history.
Now, best hair Cronkite is Paul Schultz, and he's not in here right now. So that would be 3 number ones.
I wouldn't say that's like unanimous though.
It's not unanimous.
I mean, he's got great hair. But like that one's a little bit more opinionated. Like
Jack's got a pretty good head of lettuce. Like, Jack, can you take it out?
Yeah, I like the luscious locks behind his head there.
Yeah. Let's look at the mullet real quick. Yeah.
It's very nice, luxurious locks. I'm gonna scoot a little bit. Mr. Jones isn't like just cramping in here.
Sorry.
Sorry for coming. As hosts go, I mean, no. Keep it 2 and 2 here. Jacob Jones is on my line right there. Ben Yates is right there. It almost was like right there for a second. So now we're centered again.
Byline.
We're trying to go. Have you seen the Atlanta Hawks ad yet, Jack? And the moments that we've stalled for you.
Oh, no. I'll watch it right now.
Please, thank you. Has everyone else seen it? Yes. You've seen it, Kenji. You've seen it, Jeff. Okay. Now we can talk about it. Is someone going to get fired? Can someone get fired?
Still up. So
if it's still up right now, hard to.
Even the voices.
Have you seen it?
I have not seen
Oh,
it.
you know what? I'll play it again. This is.
Oh, it's like 188, or what were those numbers? 1866 that you had to pay for?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that.
I think we'll show you to see the mother's perspective on this, on how young NBA fans will probably see this.
Only the Hawks fans know what we really want to see. Only the Hawks fans know what they really want to see. And only the Hawks fans know just where to get.
Oh, that's attractive. Yep. The mascot is touching himself. Yep, there we go. Did I embarrass someone? So that's why someone said, is that sexy?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know if sexy is the word I'd use.
I'd say embarrassing.
Think to defend Selma's perspective, she only had the audio side. She had no idea what was going on visual.
Well, it is like back in the day, if you wanted to have an alluring conversation, mainly with a woman, you would call a number, right? And you'd have to pay for the number, and she'd talk to you just like that.
Well, they still play those ads. They still play those ads.
Do they?
It's funny.
The Pac-12 networks. The Pac-12 networks during the 12:30 a.m. ASU versus Southern Utah game. Because the rain. So I did not know Pac-12 networks runs those ads at 12:30.
Really?
So one of the commercial breaks was the phone line ad in the middle of the third quarter.
I didn't know they still have those ads.
That's what I just said.
In the middle of a college football game.
Well, yeah, because you play football until 2 in the morning. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So.
Why would you need a phone though? You got the internet. You got
Yeah.
so many more resources than we
Old people just look at the internet, I guess.
Okay, so as a mom, I would say if I was a mom of young kids, I would not be okay with that ad.
Very good. That is the correct answer. Fair.
There you go.
I'm gonna bring you back. I'll get you out of the discomfort zone here, but yeah, I would.
I actually we'll stall some time for you to think about these. But let's, if you're able to think of a top 5 list of funny stories of Jack Bartlett's childhood. Like funny moments that happened to Jack in his childhood. If you could give us a top 5 of moments that you're, I know you got 3 in your head right now, just a few. You go like, man, that was one time where he was just a complete idiot. Like that. Those are the kinds of stories I'm really looking for here. And I think you're the only one that can give us the truth on this perspective.
How about if I give you one and like I can just intersperse them?
You can intersperse. Yeah, I mean. You could.
You saw.
Do you have a favorite though?
Yeah, you saw how Ben kind of interspersed his stats with like last night on Up on Deck when he just gave us cards.
So like that.
Just randomly, or Lightning McQueen, just coming in with like Lightning McQueen.
I was sitting last night.
So my favorite Jack story, he was 2.5, maybe 3. So this is pre-Jake, pre-brother, right? So it was just Jack. And I am getting ready, and all I hear is like bang, bang, and I'm like, what in the goodness are you doing, child? I'm trying to get ready, so I yell out, what are you doing? Nothing, I'm fine. Bang, bang, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, Jack, like, it doesn't sound like you're okay. What's wrong? He's like, nothing, I'm just practicing. I'm like, what? Huh? What are you practicing? Nothing. Bang. And I get out there and I go, what are you practicing? And he was falling down. What? So I take another step out so I can actually see him. And I wish that you could see a picture of him. But he has on like a fur. So this is summer. He has on a fur winter hat that's like padded. He has on his Bob the Builder slippers.
Oh, yes.
Shorts. And he has on like I can't even remember what kind of like weird t-shirt thing. And I am like, what do you mean you're practicing falling down? He goes, well, I need the slippers so that I can go really fast on the hardwood floor and get traction. But then I've got the helmet on. It wasn't a helmet, it was a winter cap. I got that on to protect my head. And I was like, well, what are you running into? The wall. So he was in the space, like upstairs, like this little hallway, it was wood floor. He was running, sliding, and then going head first into the wall.
Whole question. Who would win the fight, Jack Bartlett or a wall?
Yeah, we'll do that. So Haley's not here, intern for us today, so I guess I'll have to write it down. Thank you, Jeffrey, for your contributions as always. Just talking head over here, Jeffrey Hinkle, thank you. Is there more to that story?
No, because I was like, what? And I was like, we gotta stop doing this. He's like, why? It's fun. It's fun. So anyway, I went and told my friends at work, because that's where I was headed. I was like, I don't understand men. I will never understand men. One of the guys goes, this makes perfect sense. This is perfect male-based logic, Julia. And I was like, oh, you're gonna have to explain that one to me. He's like, well, Bob the Builder is, of course, the builder and protector of all things. So that's why he had on Bob the Builder slippers. And you had he clearly listened to you that he had to protect his head when he's going to run into things. So thus the padded Julia, padded hat. They're like, I think he was perfectly open with you about the fact that he was practicing falling down, which is a very important skill for men to learn.
Why did we fall down, Master Bruce?
So I appreciated his explanation. It is still my number one story about why I will never understand the entire male population, because none of that would have popped into a female's head.
I think the number one lesson and explanation that we use is what he said when he was two. Because it's fun. Because it's fun.
Why do we do anything? Because we follow the serotonin.
It's funny that
do we know what serotonin is? No. But we follow it.
Right. It's funny how the story goes on, and I'm imagining little baby Jack, but also imagining now 21-year-old Jack doing the exact same thing. And
I'm not that dumb.
No, you are. You would do it. I would do it with you, and you know that's true. Like, we would totally do that right now. Right.
We would do it for the show.
Yeah. Oh, for the Jeffrey was Fortnite dancing today. You saying we wouldn't do that?
Yeah, okay. Maybe.
Maybe. Stop booing me. I'm right. You know I'm right.
Okay.
Did you run for last night?
No.
No? You didn't?
No.
Okay, very good.
Why would I have ran into a wall last night?
Just following the serotonin. I don't know.
Also, I guess Haley said that Todd Murkow missed you today, and that he was extremely distraught and almost couldn't do the class. So
without me.
I hope you're happy.
Maybe he ran into a wall after class.
Todd? Yeah, it sounds like he may have.
He would. Todd Murkow would.
Yeah.
Because you know what? He follows the money.
We go through
that money's at a wall. He's following
the money right through the wall.
That's the one thing I remember from that class.
Follow the money.
Follow the money.
Please feel free to interject any of our conversations in the rest of the show with any other stories like that. Because also this other thing I really want to talk about is the Tyler Hero and Dame rumors that happened over the summer, the trade proposals that Miami Heat will send Tyler Hero and maybe Duncan Robinson and a couple other bums to get Dame onto the Miami Heat with Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. Hilariously, the Trailblazers kind of shut that down, saying that's not enough. However, Tyler Hero is doing better than Dame is doing in Milwaukee right now. He is averaging more, he's shooting more, he is hitting more efficiently than Dame. And now, 43% from 3-point. Is that Tyler Hero or Dame time?
Tyler Hero.
That is Tyler Hero. Dame time is 29%. Damian Lillard, 40% or Tyler Hero, 40%?
Tyler.
That is Damian Lillard because Tyler Hero is at 44% in field goal percentage.
Jeez.
21.3 points per game. Is that Tyler Hero or Damian Lillard?
Damian Lillard.
I'll go with Tyler.
Say Tyler Hero.
It is Tyler. It is not Tyler Hero. It's Damian Lillard at 21.3. Tyler Hero is at 26.2 points per game, baby.
Wow.
Go Cats.
That's a lot of points per game.
It's more than Dame. I mean, he's beating him in every stat right now. Every stat. It's Tyler Hero.
Good for him.
Hey, B-Real's going off. It's time to be real. Play the game.
I can't.
Okay.
Your laptop isn't connected to Wi-Fi.
You're lying right now.
I'm not.
You know, I guess as Jack Harlow said, and Sean Tyler go, the ones that hate me the most look just like me, and you tell me what that means. So, yeah, go Heat.
Nation was right.
What?
Go Heat. You know, Suns, Heat, they both have to do with the Heat, so.
Yes.
It's a big correlate, one big family.
I'm leaving.
What? Kenzie's leaving too. You're leaving. After that one.
Well done,
Good job. It's not my backpack. My backpack's over here. I want to watch you on camera one more time.
That one's for you, Haley. That's your favorite song.
I can tell you their story while you guys think of this thing.
Very good.
Five Valley variety.
So when Jake was born, Jake was like 2, so Jack would have been, what, 7?
I've been 6.
6? Yeah. So Jake wanted to ride the trike, but he was 2, so he couldn't. So
Jack
Jack got on his little trike, right? And he took a jump rope, and he did not tie it. Just
Yes, I did.
no, you did not.
It was tied to the best of a 6-year-old's ability, Mom.
He looped it around the handle of a plastic, like $2, what do you call it, like wagon.
Oh, wow.
And then looped it around some part of the trike, again, not tied. And then went down and then drove his little brother, put his little brother in the wagon, and then drove him down our little hill of our driveway that goes directly into a street. And did this many times until he went so fast that Jake got dumped out of the wagon.
There it is.
I did again. I thought I could leave them for 10 minutes and clearly couldn't because I think, I don't know how many trips you made up and down the driveway by the time I finally got out there, but it was
There's quite a few.
quite a few.
Yeah, what did we talk about the look-alike with him and Bruce Wayne's parents?
Oh, yeah, I said that Jack Bartlett looks like he killed Bruce Wayne's parents.
But he almost killed his younger brother.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, close.
We knew he looks like on the show, he looks like he would have, in the comics.
Gotcha, yeah, he just looked like he would always kill his
It's a compliment.
brother. So again, I went out and I was like, what are you all thinking? And his answer was very similar. Jake was having so much fun. And to be fair, Jake was actually laughing hysterically, even as he got dumped out onto the asphalt driveway.
Well done, Jack.
Yeah. In my defense, he was smiling.
He was having a blast.
Literally.
He almost wasn't. All right, we also have, let's see, Wembanyama. Yeah, and the Suns. Wemby came here for a couple games in a row and demolished the Suns. In one of those games, 38 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks.
He's awesome.
But also the Suns are not awesome. They can't win against the Spurs. What are we doing? What are the Suns looking like? No.
Well, it's a learning process for a new team. You have a new coach. I think, as a longtime Suns fan, this is what it used to look like. You started 8-8, and then you kind of worked your way up. Even when we had Steve Nash and those guys, like this is how they started. But we've been so spoiled the last 2 years under Monty Williams, where the one time we started 1-3, and then we went on like 18-game winning streak, and then last year we started out pretty well. And so I think it's just a learning. We haven't had last time was the first time we had Bradley Beal on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, we only won by 1 against the Bulls. I'm not sure how good of a statement that is.
Yeah.
But they started out pretty well. I think it's just a learning process of it's a brand new team. Like brand new team.
Right. And Bradley Beal just.
I was looking at the roster today of the Suns.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty good with my teams of knowing the entire roster. And I do, but I couldn't name off the entire. I looked down at the roster. And I was like, these are like. I knew we had good guys.
Who was the guy that really trumped you?
I think it was. I think when I saw Saban Lee's name, it made me feel really good. I was like, oh, Saban.
Out of all the players to return from,
I was like, Saban, I'm glad you're here. Where do all these new guys come from?
All the old Suns players remain.
Yeah.
Saban Lee.
I was about to Saban Lee in high school. I sat 2 rows away from him in math class. And to my recollection, he was pretty good. He was. I think he did okay on tests.
Oh,
very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I know Booker and Nurkic and all those guys. But then I kind of forgot we had Eric Gordon.
Yeah, Eric Gordon.
I forgot we had Damian Lee again. I was like, oh yeah,
Damian Lee is back. Yeah.
So it's. I don't think it helped that the Suns started in the middle of the D-backs World Series.
Yeah, that was a little unfair.
So I'm getting a late start on the Suns run. Trying to get back into it.
Fair enough.
Tickets on Game Time right now are remarkably cheap.
Yeah. Well, can we talk about that? I
thought
there's
Durant,
Bradley
$22.
Yeah.
For the in-season tournament.
Wait, for the Lakers?
Not against Lakers.
No,
against the Blazers. Like $20.
Yeah, Blazers. That's why.
They get in the arena.
Scoot Henderson.
But still, they'll see Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant
for 22. Yeah,
for 22.
That's nice. No, I went to the
Wemby tickets were like $17.
I spent $25 on it.
Right.
Yeah. That was the easiest $25 I ever thrown at something.
It's weird. Stunt tickets haven't been that cheap since like when Devin Booker was like we still had Eric Bledsoe on the team.
Yeah, well, they were cheap when I got here for the first time. I think one of the first games I spent money on was an $80 ticket, and it was Heat and Suns, and even Jimmy Butler wasn't playing in that game.
Yeah.
It was even Bam Adebayo wasn't in that game. It was just Tyler Hero shooting, and then Suns with just Devin Booker and younger McHale and Cam were throwing shots up. Chris Paul was out for that game too, and I still spent $80 on it. I don't know what
it is. It is interesting to see it that low though. Like it's and I think it might be Suns resale on Suns because Arizona sports fans are kind of stuck on the D-backs for a good while during that, especially when we lost the World Series. I think a lot of them were just ready to like, I'm never watching sports again, and this city can whatever, and then suddenly you look check on Game Time. Oh well, the Suns tickets are only $20. Yeah. But they're only 4-4, and they have all these guys. Maybe if you have Devin Booker and Kevin Durant on the same floor.
4-4 is crazy. You should be better than about the teams.
You should be better than 4-4.
Like they have not been playing against really tough teams yet. They're playing against the Lakers tomorrow night for in-season tournament play. And the Lakers just lost by 34 points to the Rockets, so I don't really know how good they are right now either. But the Suns, their last few games, like you said, the Bulls winning by just 1. They lost to the Spurs. They beat the Jazz. Lost to the Lakers by 5.
Yeah.
That was just Kevin Durant, no Devin Booker. Beat the Warriors. Wait, actually, that's preseason at this point. Hang on. Spurs lost to the Sixers without James Harden. It's just Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese had a huge game in that one.
The Sixers are on a tear right now. They're 6-1, 7-1.
Yeah, I mean they're
the Nuggets.
They're not bad. Yeah, they're 4-1. 4-1. Okay, Suns are 2-4 actually. Yeah.
Woof.
Oh, that was
You're talking. Yeah. Suns are 2-4.
or was that the record of the time the game was played?
Oh, fair point. Actually, 4-4.
4-4.
You're correct. The Sixers right now, you might be right about them being 6-1. They are indeed 6-1. Yes. Well done.
Math and NBA stuff.
So yeah, the Sixers, they probably should be able to beat them. I think they don't have a great team. Eventually, they'll run out of this gas they're still trekking on. Tyrese is great, Embiid is great. He's still the MVP. But I don't think they have a lot of momentum still going for them in playoffs time. Like, do it in the playoffs. Yeah, that's what I say. Do it in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a big thing for like the Suns right now. Of being only 4-4. Like right now they're not in the playoff picture. But eventually they'll go on a run.
Right.
They'll go on a run. They'll find their way in. And I think right now, just like a fan perspective, is I'm so done with regular season in the NBA after the last couple of years.
Oh, really?
Because as much success as you've had, as we've had, especially when we got Kevin Durant, then you go to the playoffs, and you just get whooped by the Mavericks after winning, beating the Suns franchise all-time record for wins,
Right.
and then you get embarrassed on your home floor by the Mavericks,
Right. And then they get embarrassed.
and then you get embarrassed by the Nuggets, and so you're still not the team holding up the trophy.
Right. After 2 years of high success, 3 years of high success.
And I feel like it is like a cliche point to be like, do it in the playoffs. But I think especially for the Suns, it's like
do it in the playoffs.
do it in the playoffs. You have Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Now, granted, Booker and Beal have been out.
Yeah. Well, and
here and there.
Nurkic has also been an All-Star level talent before.
Yeah.
He's been at the All-Star game, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
So you have 4 guys that have at least been to or should be at an All-Star game in the coming future or past.
Yeah, people are making a big deal of the. I keep seeing on Twitter the DA stuff. Everyone keeps comparing Nurkic and DA.
It's so funny.
It's like, well, that's who DA is. I mean,
but also Nurkic hasn't been crazy good yet.
Right.
He's been solid at rebounding, and that's all the Suns really need. He doesn't need to score. He doesn't. All he needs to do is rebound it, block, get really good paint defense, throw it down to Kevin Durant and Booker Beal. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's why they got him to replace DA, because that's kind of where DA struggled, was being strong in the paint and getting those boards, and that's where Nurkic has been solid in his career. I mean, that's really all you need from him, especially when you have KD, Bradley Beal, and D-Book.
Right. It's the best situation for him.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, except for just catching rebound, throwing it behind the back, and Dame is out, 30 feet away.
Yeah.
And it's in the fourth quarter, and that's going to go in. But that's next to that situation, this is the best one.
It's just been so weird. I'm going to sound like such a fake Suns fan right now. But I was watching, I caught the end of the game last night. It was kind of the first game I watched on Arizona's Family, to see like the new whatever. And they cut to the sideline shot of Frank Vogel. And I had an, oh crap. Our head coach is Frank Vogel.
Yeah.
I totally forgot.
Right.
I was like, oh yeah, that's right. And I saw Yuta Watanabe.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, him. And I saw Nurkic and all these guys. And I saw Eric Gordon walking on the floor. I was like, oh yeah. So I had a big, revelation last night. I was like, oh, that's right. Like we don't have Mikal Bridges anymore. We don't have Cam Johnson anymore.
Let's put it on the poll. Did you already forget that Frank Vogel is the Suns head coach? Yes or no? I think it's a very fair question. Every time I see him out there, I have a similar reaction, like, oh yeah,
He's
you're here now.
He's standing out there. He just looks like such an assistant coach.
Well, speaking of assistant coach, you know who his assistant is?
Well,
you're gonna love it when you find out who it is. Want to take a guess?
I should know this.
You're gonna love it.
I feel like I remember like news.
It's so funny.
It's not.
They used to be a head coach on the New York Knicks.
Oh yeah, it's Fizdale, right?
David Fizdale.
I remember that. Yeah.
Tough break.
I remember getting that news.
And it's so weird because when you see David Fizdale out there now, like in the assistant coach wear, like with the jumpsuit on, you know, it's so weird seeing Fizdale in one of those jackets. It's so because you're used to seeing all these NBA coaches in suits,
Right.
and Fizdale probably looked the best out of all NBA head coaches to look like in a suit. He actually looked fine in that. To go to a jacket is just wow. You don't look like you should be wearing that, Dave. Like that's so out of place, especially like being the assistant coach when you've seen him as a head coach before. Whoa, what are you doing? Aren't you the guy? No, it's Frank Vogel, former Orlando Magic head coach, Lakers champion head coach.
Yeah.
When you think about those things, that's just a crazy sentence I just said. Frank Vogel won a championship before.
Yeah. Yeah, when AD wasn't unhealthy every other month.
To be fair, everyone else in the world was unhealthy during that kind of time. But
that is true. That is true.
So everyone else is, you know.
Yeah, but he was healthy.
Hey, he was.
Since then, seems like almost it's day-to-day Davis, as they call him.
I won't take the slander of Anthony Davis or A. Disney, as I've heard before.
A. Disney?
Anthony, he's played more games than Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, and Paul George in the last 5 seasons.
Do you want a cookie?
Here we go. Oh boy.
Do we have another Jack story? Do we?
I don't. I fell down on the job. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
You know what I was thinking about though is I just read an article about and I cannot remember his name. I was trying to look him up, but when LeBron played for the Suns and they had that like superstar team. There was
LeBron played for that.
Miami Heat. Sorry.
Got it.
Suns and Heat.
I was like, you're the Suns?
No. You know, they had that superstar team. There was actually, and it's well documented, there was actually a lot of tension with the team. There was this one player, and I wish I could remember his name. So when you talk about do you want a star, or do you want someone who understands how to be better all the time, there was this one player, I cannot remember his name. What he was really good, he was not the best player on the team, but what he was really good at is he studied everybody's stats, and he knew if I push this guy out just a little bit, just a foot, he misses more shots than he hits. If I get this guy over here at this part of the, of his shooting, he misses more shots than he takes. And he was so solid and so consistent that the coach actually started to use him to teach LeBron, who at the time was like, you know, you can teach me, right, kind of attitude. He used him, and LeBron to this day credits this guy for like helping him improve his game because he was the one who could start to he was the one player who, because he was just consistent and he just did his job and he knew that he wasn't going to be the best player, but he knew what his job was. He was the one that helped LeBron actually start to expand and understand how he could use stats and information to actually make his game better. It wasn't Dwayne Wade, it wasn't any of those other guys. It was this guy whose name I cannot remember now.
Let's try and think about it. I know that he came.
Could it have been Chris Anderson?
I was thinking Chris Anderson.
That's what I was thinking.
Birdman is one of those guys. I was also thinking Udon. Like Udon has would have done that.
Yeah.
He's very like stoic as an NBA player goes. Now he's a part of the franchise's general management office. And
he's like what, player development or something like that.
So it could have been Udon Haslam, but Birdman, Chris Anderson, that's a great pick. Mario Chalmers is no way. There's no way it was Mario Chalmers. As much as I wanted to want the comedy to be there of LeBron James learned everything from Mario Chalmers, I just can't believe that.
I'm not standing with Mario Chalmers. Mario Chalmers.
Let's be clear, he didn't learn everything. He just learned this part.
Learned this part.
LeBron was very clear that he was the one guy, he was the one player who actually helped him think differently.
That's gotta be Haslam. It has to be, right, Jack? It's gotta be Udon.
Do you remember where it was posted?
No, if I'd have done that, I'd have found it.
If LeBron's gonna credit someone, it's gonna be somebody with like at least a slightly like big name in Miami Heat culture. It's not gonna be Mario Chalmers. He will never credit Mario for anything spectacular.
Again with the Mario Chalmers.
I mean, Rajon Rondo and Lakers. He credited Rondo when he was at the Lakers for doing some stuff like that. staying up till like 2 a.m. and calling like, hey, we should run the play like this against the Nuggets or something. But the Heat time. Yeah, Chris Anderson. Again, nice.
Yeah, I looked up this picture. That was the picture of the guy. I was trying to. I want to say things are like James or Jay.
Jones? James, not James Jones. But
James Jones was on that team.
Yeah.
he was. Yeah.
It could have been him. He's isn't he in the front office at Cleveland?
He's the front office.
He's the GM.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He's the him and Matt Ishbia. That's the Kevin Durant deal.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you're talking about Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, the point, because the person who's writing this article is actually trying to make a point, which is, do you want a team of all-stars, or do you want a team of 1 or 2 stars, and then players like this guy? And his point was, statistically speaking, you want a team of 2 all-stars or 3, and then more players like this. So you actually, so a coach's job is to then figure out, it's Vogel's job is going to be, how do you take all these people that surround them, the Kevin Durants and then the Devin Bookers, and how do you give them space to do what they're really good at? Because when you have too many superstars, they just bicker and fight, and they want less space. That's true.
All right. With just about 10 minutes left in our time here, let's think about some other Jack Bartlett things we can have fun with here.
You just want me to rat on Jack.
I don't know. What's
Okay, so Jack actually loved Halloween. I actually just sent him a picture of all of his Halloween. Jack used to make me create unique, one-off Halloween costumes for him every year. So, like, he was, before it became like this inflatable thing, like, he was the alien, the child being kidnapped by the alien, but again, I had to hand make it because this was before it was like a normal Halloween costume. There was one year he wanted to be 3 different things, so we made 3 different things.
what were those 3 different things?
Let's see, one was he was a skater kid, punk kid, so we found all this like weird stuff to like spike his hair and to like, you know, and then he wanted to be the new kid at school, so he literally went to school as if he was a new kid.
What?
Wait. So he had a wig, and he like dressed totally different, and he had like glasses, like sunglasses, glasses.
Jack, can you explain what your thought process was on the new kid at school?
I was a little kid. I don't know.
I asked him, I was like, I don't get it. I want to be a new kid. But everybody's going to know it's you. No, they won't. I'm going to wear a sign that says I'm a new kid.
You wore a sign?
Yeah, well, because, you know, you have to make sure that everyone's on board with that you're not you that day, you're a new kid.
Right, because when I walked in as Batman to school one day, I put a sign on my chest that said Batman.
Well, you don't have to put a sign on for that. The costume is enough.
What I'm saying, the costume is enough. You need a sign.
Exactly.
I love that. That's my favorite gag from The Office. Of Halloween, and Jim shows up with, hello, my name is like Dan. There's like, hey, probably Dan. Or I'm a hole punch man. And has the hole punch paper. Yeah. That's the stuff I appreciate. So I appreciate you, Jack.
Thank you.
And I think you're revolutionary. And I think The Office stole that from you. And I think you should sue them and get the.
I actually had a similar Halloween costume. Now that I think about it, like in high school, like sophomore year, I decided to put the word life across a black shirt that I had, and I picked a bunch of lemons from our lemon tree out back, and I handed lemons around, because life was handing them lemons. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's like Jake went as a, you know, those green screen suits.
Oh,
like,
wow.
But it like went over his head, and he just wore a sign that said IDK. And so people would say, what are you? And he'd say, I don't know. And they're like,
That's
and
great.
he's like, yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. And they're like, why'd you dress like that? And anyway, finally he would like explain, especially to the older people, IDK stands for I don't know, and what is I don't know.
Yeah. I like it.
Trunk or treats must have been very popular for him. I don't know.
My favorite costume is always the polo and khakis, because then I was the rational consumer.
Oh,
The rational consumer.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Is that your lower for every year that you try that? Or?
Yeah. You just gotta go lower if possible. That's what the humor is.
You know, I remember I was last year.
What's that?
Remember I was last
Yeah.
year? Yeah, I've had two. I had mismatched shoes. I had the ASU hat and a Diamondback shirt or something.
Yeah.
Like, I was totally strutting Jacob Jones last year.
I look like average Arizona male. That's about what
it looks like.
Who needs to probably get a sandwich sometime? I don't know.
Why do you want a sandwich?
Because I'm hungry.
Are you hungry right now?
I mean, I could eat.
You want to go to Mike's after this?
Not too expensive.
Oh, wow, you're not a Mike's guy?
Yeah, I love it. But, you know, a little expensive.
Is it your favorite sandwich spot? Or,
what, Mike's?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had shoes, yeah, probably. I've always been a big fan of Subway.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because
you have a top 5 sandwiches. Like sandwich places, like the fast food sandwiches.
There's only like two. Like only two major ones.
You're not including like Ike's or Firehouse?
Never had Firehouse.
Which?
I'm not sure what that is.
Chiba Hut.
I did have Chiba Hut once.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'll put Mike's above Subway only because Mike's tastes a little better.
There we go.
So
Mike's way.
One is Mike's and 2 is Subway. And 3 is what I make.
That's good. So Subway makes better sandwiches than what you make?
I'd say so. They have more ingredients than I do.
Sure.
They have more variety.
You know what? I kind of want to make a big variety. I want to make a callback to something that me and you did, Joan, when we were just on our own without Jack. It was what we talked about with peanut butter and jellies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How mom's
it's always better when the mom makes it better.
And I want to ask Jack, is there a certain food item that your mom makes that you just have to have?
Yeah, she makes, it's called Mediterranean chicken. It is so good. So good.
I want a top 5 list of foods that your mom makes, and I want the fanfare.
Oh, jeez. Well, your laptop's not working.
Well,
I can't get fanfare.
Well, let me get the fanfare then.
Top 5?
You don't have much time either.
I don't even know. It's been so long. It's been like...
I'm sure you can come up with something. Come on. Give us a
If
rough
I
five.
made you food, you mean just since you've been home.
Yeah.
I make you food when you go home.
Well, yeah.
What about those ribs? You like those ribs?
Oh, the ones that like you make in the
Crock pot?
yeah.
So number 5, go ahead.
I don't even have 5, 4, 3, man.
How many do you have right now?
I got 2.
Alright, give us number 2.
I don't know the name, but some kind of rib. It's yeah. She makes it in like a crock pot, and they fall off the bone, and they're like, oh, they're so sweet.
And I
Oh,
make homemade mashed potatoes.
yeah.
I love that.
And
Italian meatloaf. Do you like the Italian meatloaf?
yeah. So number 3, Italian meatloaf.
Number 2 is some kind of rib.
Number 2 is some kind of rib, and number 1 is Mediterranean chicken.
Well done, Jack.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you were here to tell us.
I'm glad all my cooking is that memorable.
There's more than 3 meal options, right?
Oh well, there's like 1,000.
I can't think of 5. During the pandemic, I cooked so much.
Yeah.
I can't think of 5 of them. To be fair, he's not like an eater.
No, not really.
He's not like,
Wow.
he doesn't sit down about it. Like,
Okay, another story. He and like my husband and my other son are exactly the same way. If they are not hungry, they do not eat. You can put his favorite dessert in front of him, and if he is not hungry, he will not eat it. True story. When we would have birthdays and the birthday cake would come home with us, it would get mold on it because nobody would eat the birthday cake. Like, I think pumpkin pie is the only thing that he will eat.
Oh, yeah.
But even again, if he's not hungry, he won't eat it, but he will not let mold get on the pumpkin pie. But, yeah, no, he will not.
It's fine. I'm the same way too. Like my dad and I are the same way. Like if we're not hungry, it doesn't matter if there's there's steak in there or chicken like in there, whatever our favorite meal is. If we're not hungry, I'm just not eating it. That's why we're a big leftovers guys. Dad also like the I don't have the same thing twice. It's the I love the idea of leftovers. Just not they heat them up and the.
So it's probably fair ways, I remember, because it's like, for him, it's just like sustenance, it's fuel.
Yeah. We do have to run out of here. Thank you for coming on the show, Ms. Bartlett. Such a pleasure to have all these stories be told. Jack, we have a new promo up there if you want to play it for us.
What's it called?
Sepnik.
Sepnik?
Named after Pete Sepnik, after last week's. Yeah. So go ahead and play that, and we'll let the.
Is it at the top? I don't see it.
Yeah, it should be. Well, okay, just play Joe's. Let's get out of here, Jack. Let's go.